Mark Twain was born Samuel Langhorne Clemens on November 30th, 1835, in Missouri.
When Samuel was 12, his father died of pneumonia. At the age of 15, he got a job working for his brother Orion's newspaper, the Hannibal Western Union.
Mark Twain became a cub pilot on a steamboat on the Mississippi River. He later became a full-fledged pilot, and he thought it was the best time of his life. But in 1861, when the Civil War broke out, the steamboat trade absolutely came to an end, and he was out of a job.
Twain very briefly served in the Confederate military. That did not work out, so he then headed west with his brother. He eventually made his way to San Francisco and really began his career again as a journalist.
Twain's first big literary break came in 1865 with the publication of Jim Smiley and His Jumping Frog.
It was a huge success and was printed and reprinted all over the country. His first bestseller was Innocents Abroad, which was published in 1869, and is still very much one of the most successful and widely renowned travel narratives of American literature.
The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today, was published in 1873 with the help of Charles Dudley Warner and was Twain's first novel. The novel included many references to fancy parties and displays of wealth. The Gilded Age presented a negative view on politics and the greed of the era. Mark Twain once said, "Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself." The book attacked and ridiculed America's obsession with materialism so effectively that the novel title began to represent the era.
Mark Twain's best-known and best-loved books, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, published in 1876, and Huckleberry Finn, published in 1885, are probably the reason that Ernest Hemingway famously said in 1935 that all American literature comes from Mark Twain.
Huck Finn shows the possibility of making genuine moral changes in a world that's dominated by racism and other forms of human folly.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer was published in 1876. This novel was very well known for its vernacular language and regionalistic qualities. Tom befriends a free-spirited boy named Huck, and together they witness a murder. The novel follows Huck and Tom as they mature and cross from childhood into adulthood.
As a sequel to Tom Sawyer, Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, published in 1884, sparked controversy since its publication. The story follows a young Huck Finn and his adventures with an escaped slave named Jim. The novel chronicles their trip down the Mississippi River and Huck's internal struggle of whether he is helping an innocent man escape of slavery or stealing someone's property. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn displays regionalism and local color, which contributed to its all-around controversial manner. The novel has been criticized for its bad manners, crude language, and themes. One of these themes is racism, which Twain addresses throughout the novel through his use of satire. This book has been banned and censored, yet it is still considered to be one of the greatest works in American literature.
The Populist Party emerged as the most powerful. The Populists supported an income tax based on earnings to support the government, rather than the tariffs then charged to farmers and businesses. They demanded a shorter workday, government loans to farmers, the direct election of state senators, secret ballot voting, and other election reforms. But Republican William McKinley defeated the populist-supported presidential candidate, Democrat William Jennings Bryan, in 1896, and the Populist Party, if not its causes, faded.
Over time, populism has come to mean more than a political movement of farmers and workers in the late 19th century. In a larger concept, the term campaigned for the needs of the common people, ordinary working-class men and women. Before the common banner of populism was established, farmers had organized several other associations. These associations failed to achieve what the Populist Party carried out because they were too focused on one particular issue or region of the country. Nevertheless, the lessons from these past trials helped form the Populist Party, which was a political organization all working-class people could benefit from.
No, I reckon it wouldn't hardly do, Ben. You see, Aunt Polly's awful particular about this fence, right here on the street, you know. But if it was the back fence, I wouldn't mind, and she wouldn't. Yes, she's awfully particular about this fence. It's got to be done very careful. I reckon there ain't one boy in 1,000, maybe 2,000, that can do it the way it's got to be done.